I don't have the luxury of choosing willy-nilly everything we film. If it was so damn good, they would have finished it, wouldn't they? Why don't they put that up there?
We have thousands...
Quite frankly, it's not quite as impressive as I thought it was going to be, okay?
Well, 7,000 years old.
I don't have the luxury of just choosing every mystery willy-nilly and put them on the show.
We had a coach, though, from Australia in yesterday. We couldn't get him out of here.
Yeah,
like I said, I've been working here for 15 years, and everybody comes here. They're over the moon with
I don't have a budget to research everything I do.
These rocks come from 250 miles away.
Just grow up, okay? Look at it. Grow up.
You get a chance to film like this.
Zip it. We're just unimpressed, okay? The only mystery here is the fact that they got building consent to build the damn thing, okay? It was so damn good they wouldn't have finished it.
I think you're wrong.
Okay, AJ, start the car.
I think you're wrong, man.
The Mysterious Planet team are in Miami and are about to conduct an in-depth scientific investigation into one of the greatest mysteries of them all, the Bermuda Triangle. Leigh has handpicked an elite team for the land-based investigation, and joining him on the water will be marine biologist and triangle expert Sam Marshall.
It's very dangerous. The triangle going to suck you down.
Okay.
We're going to go back here and go back here. This way.
We're not going into the triangle?
No.
So on day 2, do we go into the triangle?
Yes. Day 2, yeah. We got to go inside. Day 2, we take jet ski.
Leigh claims he is a marine biologist, but he doesn't really look like one.
And he's an expert on the triangle and also zombies.
As far as we know, that was the last footage ever shot of Leigh Hart and his Mysterious Planet crew. Shockingly, they disappeared 10 days ago along with their Miami crew and their chartered boat, the Seacross 2. So what happened? Have they become yet another statistic? Victims, perhaps, of the very thing they were investigating, the Bermuda Triangle.
Stand-in presenter Jason Hoyt is mounting a fresh, lower-budget investigation into why planes, ships, and most recently the Mysterious Planet documentary team have inexplicably gone missing in an area known as the Bermuda Triangle.
Thank you, Don. Then, out of nowhere from behind, large, upright walking hominid threw him to the ground, ripped his jeans off, and raped him. Okay? He later found his jeans torn up to shreds in the manner that no human could do, a couple of miles from where the rape scene. A number of years later, he was up there once again, and again he was raped by the same beast, we believe. He was raped not once, not twice, but thrice over a 4-year period.
And the feces that we found that particular day was very fresh. This is not so fresh. The rectum is quite large on these creatures.
Is it possible that it could be a human?
Yes, it could be a human, but I never saw him walk into Walmart. That guy. This was a big...
Okay.
These feces are quite large, you know what I'm saying.
In addition to analyzing feces and footage, the Mysterious Planet team now plan to investigate the sounds of Bigfoot.
There was like a teeth popping noise. There was a cooing sound, and it sounds sort of like...
Like an owl.
No, not an owl. Not a... It's a...
Like a cat.
Like a growl.
Okay. Like a large cat, perhaps like a puma or something, or...
Like a, you know how a dog will sit and watch something that he doesn't like?
Like a dog, then?
It's sort of like a dog.
And it would just sound like... And then it would start up again. The next thing it did that freaked me out was it mimicked my name 6 times real low. It went Mark.
Steve. Mike. Sorry.
It went Mark.
Mark.
Rock. Mark. Rock. And when he did, he inhaled the smoke from the fire and just sneezed kind of like a... It's like...
About midnight, we got up here to this picnic area, and there was nobody here, and we walked over to...
Then drama. Leigh gets a mysterious phone call.
Hello?
Well, we never really got off to a very good start.
Kenneth, not a great time, mate.
We've been here for 15 years.
We're on a Bigfoot walkabout, okay?
Tell you, 15 years I've been working here.
Look, we've talked about the whole Stonehenge thing. We're not really into the monolith structure thing. I know they're old.
They've been here for 7,000 years.
Well, it's the second time you've called, mate. And could we just leave it at that, all right?
Place in this anywhere in the
Appreciate
world.
that. Really would. Okay.
I think you're wrong, man.
Thanks, mate. I've got to get back to this.
There's all these rocks.
Machu Picchu. Like any good documentary on the history of lost and good treasure, our story must begin here. But ironically, the Spanish on their bloodthirsty lust for gold never actually made it. Look, zip it, will you? Just zip it. Hey, okay, stay back.
Then, drama.
Okay, hey, just stay back, will you? Now this is
For
exciting.
the benefit of the documentary, Leigh educates the team about the deadly snake.
I'm no expert, but that looks like a yellow flago, mate, probably the most dangerous snake they have in Peru. So it's good to see it. Get too close to it. Grab his tail, grab his tail. Got his head, Greg. Okay, bring him around. Bring him around. Don't wrap me. Slack him off, Greg, slacken him. I've got him. And you just gotta remember, he's more scared of us than we are of him. Got your headphones in there, Brent. Get the headphones out of the... He'll have a go. He's wrapped you on your feet now. Get him off. Okay, now we can talk about him. Get a tight shot.
The snake attacks. Leigh stuns it with a pan flute, then returns it to the river, whence it came.
As I say, I'm no real expert, but I think we should probably get you to hospital. Get some medical care.
Now it's time to get down to business. They head to Cusco Museum to meet one of the world's greatest experts in Inca history.
Cuando Pizarro llegó al Perú, a lo que es ahora el Perú, teníamos el estado
William,
que se llamaba el Tahuantinsuyo, el gran estado del
Yeah,
Tahuantinsuyo.
just act as translator for that part. You pop down there. Yeah. Okay, I'll comment and understand a word of that. What?
Okay, when Spanish came here, there was Hawaii, Chile, not a part of Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador.
Okay, can you come here a second? Can you ask? Okay. Could you ask her about El Dorado, the gold, the temple?
¿Podría decirnos, por favor, señora historiadora, acerca
No,
de...
in English, perhaps. I can't. Can you ask her in English or?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Tell me, I'm going to explain in Spanish or in Spanish or in English?
Well, you speak English. You speak. Oh, no, you're okay. You don't need you.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, William. Thanks, mate. So I didn't realise you spoke. That's probably better if you speak English. It'll be a lot easier. I speak English too, so we'll be a lot quicker if we
Pero
just
me
speak.
ayuda a traducir. If I don't understand, he's going to help me to understand you.
Oh no,
sometimes...
it was actually his English I was struggling with. Your Spanish was fine, and my English. But I'll ask in English, and you can answer in English also, perhaps. Now this is interesting. Inca architecture, what we know about it so far is... Hello?
Well, we never really got off to a very
Sorry, who's this?
I suppose that means...
Yeah, it's not very good coverage up here.
I've been here for 15 years now. I said
Kenneth.
15 years I've been working here, and we've had
Yeah, look, mate, I think we've done the whole Stones. We talked about Stonehenge already. We've done that.
They've been here for
It's not-
7,000 years.
Look, if you could see what I was looking at right now, you wouldn't be calling it all, all right?
By people with
It makes you look
bones.
pretty damn stupid,
You
okay?
know, I mean, it's so historic, you won't get it.
Well, these rocks are cut and everything. They've been split.
And it's anywhere
Look,
in
I've
the
told you, if
world.
someone pulls out of the show, we might be able to get you in, all right? I'm doing a show next year called 6.5 Wonders of the World,
By
all right?
people with
I might be able to
bones.
get you on that, but please don't call again, all right?
There's all these rocks.
Thanks, mate.
They've been here for 7,000 years.
We've got a lot of medical gear, obviously, on a big show like this, and we're taking altitude pills for the high Andes stuff. We're taking malaria pills, obviously, for the jungle stuff. They can have side effects, mix them up together, especially with alcohol, that kind of stuff. You can get headaches. You can be going up altitude too quickly in a car. Some of your head can explode. If you don't have these pills, you don't sort of do it properly. Indigestion, erections at inappropriate moments, which AJ's found out firsthand.
I mean, unwanted erections are a real pain in the ass, and it happens at inappropriate moments, moments when we're trying to be quite a professional crew, and I turn up and I'm greeting archaeologists, tribes. I mean, some of the tribesmen are topless, so it makes me look like I'm getting aroused. I mean, I would. I don't, but so I could. It just kind of makes me look like a bit of a sex tourist and not a professional. That's the only worry with all these pills we're taking.
But then, drama. More evidence for the conspiracy theorists. This home movie footage was sent to TVNZ by the Clark Gimlin family, who were holidaying in Miami a week after the mysterious planet allegedly disappeared. Could they have inadvertently captured members of the team on film? This shot at a Miami resort clearly shows a man who bears remarkable similarities to Leigh Hart. The labs do a forensic photographic comparison with a known photo of Leigh. Are they one and the same person?
Most matches can be made on 7 or 8 basic points. So what we've done is we've taken the Clark family footage and an existing photo of Leigh, With those basic sort of seven or 8 points, we have a 98% match. Now, to be on the safe side with any test, you need a control, so we've brought in a third image, an unrelated image, in this case, one of the actor Gary Busey. And even with him as a control, we come up with this 98% match.
To Gary Busey?
No, from the Clark family footage to the known photo, those two are a 98% match.
But that's not with Gary Busey?
Not Gary Busey.
So out of the two there, which was the closest match to Gary Busey?
Well, no, that's not what we were looking for. The point is that the Clark family footage and the existing photo of Leigh are a 98% match.
To Gary Busey?
I tell you what, let's just take Gary Busey out of it. The footage and the existing photo are a 98% match.
Well, there you go. It's all fairly inconclusive.
No, there's a 2% chance that it's not the same person.
So it's a 2% chance that it could be Gary Busey?
Leigh is keen to venture out into the loch to do his initial survey, and he has recruited legendary cryptozoologist Graham Cosby, who will help plan the expedition. The conditions are perfect when the team board their research vessel, Nessie Hunter. But then, drama. There is a double booking, and a primary school field trip from Inverness has the boat until next Thursday. So Leigh must begin phase 2 early, interviewing some of the thousands of eyewitnesses.
Great advances in technology, but it's still very dark water, and there's still a lot of it. You could put every human being on Earth into Loch Ness 3 times over and have some to spare. So there's room for a few mysteries.
Leigh asks the eyewitness to draw from memory exactly what he saw. Will this support the plesiosaur theory?
Willie, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. No problem. Were you in a relationship at the time?
No, not at the time.
Okay. Was that a problem for you, that you weren't?
No.
I'm just feeling a little bit of antagonism that you maybe feel you should. Okay. Just hold that thought.
Okay.
Don't go away, Nietzsche.
No problem.
Leigh leaves the eyewitness alone to consider his account.
I know you're having a few issues with it, but listen...
I can get a glass of red wine.
Give me...
This is a tried and proven interview technique designed to test the eyewitness's memory and ability to stick to his original story.
Steve, wasn't it?
Andy.
Andy, okay. We'll put you down as Andy.
Right.
Andy, thanks for sharing your story. I know this wasn't easy.
On day 8, their luck has changed. The primary school field trip from Inverness have opted to go horse trick riding. The boat and skipper are now available.
A few sightings over the past 46 years. I've seen things that I can't explain.
It's exactly those sorts of contacts the team will be hunting. And there is no better hunter than Graham Cosby.
You suggest we come out in the morning. We've come out in the morning. Why is that?
Because in the last 15 years, 50% of sightings have been made in the morning before midday. So I think, that's definitely...
Okay, so the other 50% would be in the afternoon, more afternoon sightings?
Yeah, sometime after lunchtime, afternoon,
So we could have, theoretically, what you're saying, we could have actually come out in the afternoon if we wanted to.
The hands-on team from Mysterious Planet are in Loch Ness, dredging hot spots of the loch with a rope and hook, and they have been tracking some strange sonar readings. But then, drama.
We've hooked up something pretty big. Just going to keep going up, getting rid of the slack. It's a bit like fishing in a way for tuna or marlin. You let them do the work, let the boat do the work. We're just going to keep pulling up till we can see what it is. That's the important thing. Take it out of the equation. Okay, what have we got?
They haul it aboard.
All the way.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Just some cable. Cut it loose.
Leigh cuts the stray cable free. But then, drama. He has cut the power to the southern and western sides of the loch.
Let her rip, George!
It's time for yet another approach.
And it's pretty exciting. We've got the composite evacuator unit, the submersible camera, and on the aqua submersible mount.
Now, it's time to put it in the water. Presenter Jason Hoyt is now searching through poorly labeled tapes shot prior to their departure in an effort to find something relevant to include in this documentary. Tape 29 has Jason baffled.
They're hot, yeah.
Clearly that footage shows that Leigh had every intention of doing a proper documentary on the Bermuda Triangle, and to a degree, I feel vindicated.
So you're saying you're actually born of alien?
All I know is that her husband had thought she cheated on him, and she never did, you know. My mom was gold. She never do nothing like that. She's a good Christian woman.
Were the aliens in Roswell the same as the ones that you saw? The big heads and the eyes?
Oh, yeah, some of them are, yeah.
No genitalia?
Actually, they do have genitalia, but not, I didn't see it on the males, but I know it on the females because I've actually have intercourse with those females several times.
Sorry? So you had intercourse with the female?
Yeah, several times, yes.
Several times?
Yes, before they let me go.
In the one night?
No, they kept me about a week.
And that whole time you were having sex with aliens?
Yeah, well, not all the time having sex with them, but they were doing other things.
A lot of the time.
And they were showing me videos and stuff, and they were telling me about 2012. And
you didn't have sex with any of the males?
Huh?
The males don't have sex?
No, I didn't. I don't know. I didn't have anything to do with them, but the thing is, since I had their devices in my head, I used their devices to control their ship with and stuff. They didn't know how I did that because I have more advanced technology in me. So instead of doing mean things to me, they became my friend. They offered me their technology. I said, I don't want this. Mankind's not ready for it. He'll destroy the world.
But unlike past documentaries that focus on hearsay and use gratuitous shots of filing cabinets, Leigh wants to focus entirely on finding some actual pieces of wreckage. And helping him to do that will be Brisbane Spillane, a top videographer who was lucky to survive a snake attack in the jungles of Peru. Tom Walshman, he's filmed it all, from top feature films to weddings and colonoscopies. And finally, field producer and metal detector expert A.J. Johnsman. Leigh explains how he will conduct a ground search.
Oh, sorry, do you want to do that now? I wasn't ready for that. We can find something like that here. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, I admit, but with this kind of equipment, I think we've got a pretty good chance. Just a tiny piece. We had the smoking gun we need. Break it right open.
But on the first day, we see the first signs of a potential problem.
Well, those chip packets meant there for, aren't they?
I don't think you get a reading from the chip packets.
Well, the thing is, you could. Technically, you could on a machine like this get a reading from a chip packet.
So you're saying we should take the chip packets out of here or put them in the chili bin?
Chip packets out of the quadrant.
To ensure there is no further interference, Leigh puts the corn chips in the chili bin.
How about now? You get anything now?
I'm not picking out anything now.
Yeah, we have had some problem with the equipment. The problem is it's sort of hypersensitive. It picks up all sorts of, your coins, buckles, belts, and, anything metal. And, even the static electricity and some of the fabric of the clothing. But I think we rectified that now.
The team head to White Sands Missile Testing Base. Could there be a connection between the wreckage of 47 and this top-secret facility? What is stored here today? Leigh wants answers from the top level, and he won't leave until he has them.
No. Here we are outside White Sands Missile Testing Base, a place that's long been associated with the Roswell incident. We can't go in there, we can't take you in there, we can't go further than that. They've shut the gates on us, won't let us in.
So we're not allowed in?
Well, yeah, probably. I've got no idea. Why should they let us in? We've got no passes. We didn't call them, didn't tell them we were coming. It's their work. Why should we go in there? They wouldn't let you in the back of KFC if you didn't work there. Unless you had a pass to go back there where all the cookers and that are. It's not your job. How can you go there? Anyway, you get an idea of what's going on back there, and from here, I suppose, well, you don't, but at least you can see that it's a secure environment here in the desert. We know in New Zealand that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Over here in the northern hemisphere, of course, it rises in the west, east.
It sets in the east, doesn't it?
No, we can't rise in the east and set it. You can't go straight up and down.
You can tell by the sun.
I know, so it would have come up over there, then it's going to set over there, which would make that north, that Oh, actually, there's another way you can do it to find north. Have you got a watch or something, Walshy? Got an old hands watch like this, which can't be digital. Then you get like a rock, which I always carry, and give it a smash like that. A good healthy hit. You break that little hand off. What you're gonna have to do now, you're gonna have to try and magnetize that with something cotton or synthetic. Magnetize it. I pour a bit of water in the middle of my hand there, and that should float towards the direction of north. And all we need to know now is the time of day. We got, Oh, we've got a watch.
Normally, Leigh would have been fully prepared and brought plenty of bottles of urine up from the city. Walshy gratefully consumes Leigh's urine. Mysterious Planet traveled the world attempting to solve its greatest mysteries.
The triangle going to suck you down.
What about their legacy? They met the world's experts, believers, and skeptics, and their unorthodox approach touched people in a way few documentary teams have ever done before. Jason's journey has come to an end. What has he achieved?
Well, it's been an emotional journey. I can't help but wonder what Leigh would have made of the Bermuda Triangle had he had the opportunity of making a documentary on it. As for the disappearance of the Mysterious Planet team, perhaps their disappearance was for financial reasons. If that was the case, then Leigh would have demonstrated that in a sense, a triangle or vortex did exist within their operation. A financial Bermuda Triangle, if you will, which may have led to them taking such dramatic action. So wherever they are now, and whatever they're doing, I believe they have good reasons for being there.
Jeez, thanks, mate. That's great. You got much on at the moment? Or?
No,